Welcome, friends. So glad you're here. So today we're going to work on some root chakra activation asanas, some basic postures. And we're going to start with Dandasana, and we're going to do both Dandasana in its static form and its dynamic form. Okay, let's begin. So come on back or onto your mat. And so I'll show you head on and then I'll show you from this side. So Dandasana, otherwise known as staff pose. Couple things. So I'm going to have my legs extended out. You don't want to have anything necessarily under you. And I'll show you from the side. Right? We're going to start by what we call liberating the underside. So that's kind of letting your sit bones connect with the floor, just like we did in that grounding posture. And this is a theme that we are going to run into repeatedly with the root chakra activation poses and exercises. So you want to, just kind of rock from side to side, feeling one sit bone and then the other. The legs are extended out. You want to open up underneath the knees, okay? If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Right? Ideally, we're working to extend and lengthen these muscles behind the knees by pushing the heels out and away from your body, okay? And one way to do that is to actually engage these muscles, right? So I'm rubbing my hands all the way down to my kneecaps. Here's my kneecaps. And these muscles right above the kneecaps, those are engaged, okay? There's a firmness to them, as opposed to when I relax my legs, right? Ooh, they're very loose, okay? So when I push my heels out, I'm feeling it all the way down there. My legs are engaged, okay? My sit bones are kind of energized and connected to the floor. My heels are pushing out, okay? So that's the basic foundation of your Dandasana, is your firm, strong, energized legs. The next thing that happens, right, is we start to feel this kind of lift at the navel and at the heart, okay? And that's lengthening our spine. So in other words, we don't necessarily want to be like this, right? We want to use this engagement in our legs to kind of also start to activate the muscles in the lower abdominal and the lower back, okay? The shoulders are relaxed. Again, we've got this stacking of the shoulders and the hips, okay? So we're not leaning back and we're not leaning forward. We're kind of upright. And notice my elbows relaxed at the sides, my wrists, my hands can be on my thighs or at the sides of my thighs. Chin is parallel to the floor. Okay, so this is our static form of Dandasana. It looks really simple. I'm actually sweating, right, when I hold this pose. It's it asks a lot. And we're going to practice that long, deep breathing while we're in this posture. So as we inhale, the belly fills up. And as we exhale, we're pulling the belly button into the spine. Inhale, belly fills up. And exhale, pull the belly button. Good, let's keep going. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Face you for 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Letting the shoulder blades relax. Inhale, belly fills up. Exhale, release the breath. 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay. And now we're going to go right into the dynamic version And you can either start with the dynamic and move into the static, or start with the static and move into the dynamic. Either one is fine. Again, hands are here. Basically, it's going to be a pointing and a flexing of the feet. We're going to keep the chin parallel to the floor. On the exhale, we're going to point the toes. Good, and really stretch the feet forward, and inhale, flex. And exhale, point. And inhale, flex. And exhale, point. And inhale, flex. Good, keep going. And just coordinating the movement of the body with the movement of the breath. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. And you really, when you flex, you're feeling the lengthening on the underside of the legs, and on the exhale, the point, you're feeling that kind of lengthening on the top. A little bit more. You might be, feeling like, wow, this uprightness thing is a little challenging. Yep, that's why you're building the strength in your legs, so that you can have that foundation of support to support your uprightness in your spine. Good. The last 4, we're going to add the head onto the movement. So inhale, flex, chin down, and you can feel that stretch all the way along the back side. Exhale, point, chin up. Right. Inhale, flex, chin down. Exhale, point, chin up. Inhale, flex, chin down. Exhale, point, chin up. Last one. Inhale, flex, chin down. Exhale, point, chin. Good. And bring your legs back to neutral. Relax your shoulders. Take a couple deep breaths. Close your eyes if you like. Just notice any changes. Where you feel energized. Where you feel opened. A sense of relief or release in your body. Excellent.